Big Dipper. Okay, we gotta watch this in slow motion. This is hilarious. Alright, not that slow. So we're just gonna drop off the edge. And our bridge here is just like hanging nonsense. Like this is drooping. There's springs and the rest is wood. He's gonna snag this corner. Oh, just barely snag the star. And then he's just gonna do a flip. And he's gonna, oh, and we have this little hanging road here so he can actually finish the level. And I'm pretty sure that among solutions that contain a flip, we're number one. I'm pretty sure we're number one for containing a flip, but overall number four. I'm super happy with this solution. Some of the other things people did were just like, oh no, this guy had a flip. Yeah. This was the noodle flip. So this guy's number one with a flip. Maybe we're number two with a flip. This guy had a noodle. This guy had him like, it's a nice, this is a road I think here or something to get him to go the right way. Though we actually beat him on budget. I like beating noodles on budget with something that's not a noodle. And then there's levels like this where it's like, hey, we just put a noodle. Yep, so these are both going to go at the same time, kind of. Is this guy's going to get stuck by the noodle, and this one's just going to go get the checkpoint. And then we're speeding it up. And he can push the noodle out of the way, some heavy lifting. Nice. When we first did this solution, I literally just did like this, just rope, 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 and rope, 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 and just go. And this was already top 1% like this, but we wanted to optimize it, so we spent some time redrawing how high the noodle was and changing the supports to wood where we could. And you can see this is 10,300. We got it down to 9,100. A large optimization, and we're third on that level. Possibly the best among people doing this strategy, because these two are really large jumps. Holy shit, this level, doubling down. So this is another level where we're going for the no hydraulic challenge. And made a tow truck, of course. In Polybridge, there's a stat on cars where they can be idle or they can be not idle, which essentially means when it's not their turn to drive, are they pressing the brake or are they just not pressing the brake? Will they just roll downhill? Will they get pushed or pulled easily? This taxi is pressing the brake, and this Model T has like less horsepower than I do. So we have this banana bridge, and it's another banana that's a hybrid. I think this piece is steel. These are double layered springs, and it's symmetrical. And this is all rope. And then, if you saw when it started, I'm not going to show you again because this obviously takes a while, but it was, the roads were curved up, and the supports were curved down. So it's a pretty optimal design for this strategy. We have a thing on the side here that's using 100% compressed spring, which is the most efficient thing for covering space. If you compress a spring to 100%, then you're getting more distance for your object per dollar spent than you do using even just wood. So that's why this one was 100% compressed spring instead of a wood for this ramp. And we're gonna see eventually, he'll pull this up the thing. And yes, we had to redraw this a few times to get this to be a shallow enough angle that this guy could still pull him up the thing. And for some reason, when this guy gets onto solid ground, his brakes are like way stronger. So we're kind of lucky. I didn't point it out when it happened, but this was originally braced behind the car, the taxi, but when the taxi goes off this ramp, it sort of slips a bit and gets braced on the little taxi sign of the taxi, and that's where we're towing him from. So this guy actually gets a bit of extra space to snag the flag before this guy gets both wheels on the ground. You'll see during the hydraulic phase, we almost slip off the cliff. Oh, he's slipping, he's slipping, he's slipping! We made it. And that is second place. I don't know what Marcel's doing, I don't care. We did no hydraulics, second place with a tow truck. That's great. Semi-slope. Let's go back to 100% speed. This is basically just a copy of my non-challenge solution. If you go to the non-challenge solution, you see a line of steel, and a line of steel, and steel here. I don't know if this was, I think this was still just wood in the non-challenge solution. Yeah, not much to say about this, I just used wood. Use the wood diamonds instead of steel. 6th place on that one, top 1%. Rock skipping. Okay, we're gonna watch this in 50% and zoom in. You know, 20%. So we go off this jump and there's nothing here. What's gonna happen? We're just gonna hit the water. We're just gonna... Oh, there's a road. Okay, both our wheels hit it. Oh, there's another road. Both our wheels hit it. Okay, now there's this thing that's slipping. It's slipping. Okay, there's just a road here. Up to a ramp. Up to the goal. Alright. Let's watch it at regular speed. So the reason to use falling roads is because if we just place them there, they'll fall out of the way. So we gotta have them fall into place at just the right time. Second place on this level. Second frickin' place. We optimized. That's a pretty good